Thursday pretending to be Friday because there is no Friday live stream this week. I got to be off in another part of the country. But today, instead, we shall do a normal Friday live stream, but on Thursday. So then if you did come to watch it at 10 a.m. on Friday, the replay is there and ready for you. You can even watch me on 2x speed and be done in a flash. All right, so today I'm doing another 1 4x6 plus 4 small photos, but this time the 4 small photos are all landscapes. That may well throw me. We're going to figure it out. And the November supplies, we have lots of paper in the November kit, but we didn't add embellishments aside from some chipboard words because we're having a month of using stuff from our stash. So when I show you the photos, I would very much like any requests that you would like to see pulled out to work with it. Anything you're like, hey, that would go with this collection, and you probably have that. I'd love to do that. Also, I got my Live the Dream bundle from scrapbook.com, so if you want to see inside that, I can unbox it for you if you want, or I can do that as a separate video or whatever, we can decide. But anyway, those of you who could come on a Thursday get the special treat of asking any sorts of requests, what you'd like to see me use in the layout, what you'd like to see me share here today, and that's it. Let's have a look at what we have made with the November supplies so far. We have got, oh, where's, hold on. You gave me the wrong window and I cannot see you now. Oh no, there we are. Okay. And so we have done 3 pages so far, and we're working with these really rich autumn jewel tones. So lots of mustard yellows and oranges, but also turquoises, purples, and really rich like indigo navy blues. And I'm adding quite a lot of like distressed edges, not just with ink like normal, but giving them some texture and ruffling up the edges a little bit. So this is how we've gone. So we had a before the haircut, and then we did the show that he did, and one of these has decided to move a bit. Where were you? I feel like you might have been here. And then we did the short hair. Yeah. So we have been doing lots of paper layering, a little bit of dimension here and there. We've also got this pen that I've been using to do some edges. And there we are. So today I've got a layout I want to make about school being a little different. So I have got 1 4x6 photo of him alone, doing one of the school things that they do on this job. And then I've got 4 little group shots of all different things they've gone out to do. And I want to do a layout that's all about that. Oh, I'm sorry that you've got somebody home with a fever, smelling scrappy. I'm sorry. I wish you well, little man. Please feel better. Yeah, so 1 4x6, 4 little photos, but landscapes. Yeah. So that's where we're gonna go. Schooly kind of theme. Obviously, we don't have themed things to school in here. I have autumn themed things here, but also just a lot that's not themed at all. So if we start with this one and kind of color choose to that. So we have the doodlebug. We've got, what do we have left? Brown, coral, orange, 2 in the lime green, and aqua. Oh, the aqua's a wood grain. Okay. Georgia says you have Simple Stories book fair from the other month. You could bring that in. Yes, I think I might. I think that could be a lovely idea. Then in the Vicky background pack, we've got the bonus peachy one that's on the back of that. We have the lime or olive green, pinky or orange, mustard yellow, brown. That's the same one. I've got that one as well. And then the 2 tones of aqua. So shall we pull out some book fair? and see what might look nice with that. Book fair, I believe you are in here. Oh, sorry, I might bop the mic. So, okay. So book fair is here. Is this all book fair? Yeah. And then cut apart. And letter stickers. Or not letter stickers. Phrase stickers. Just stickers. Just stickers. That's what they are. Okay. Running out of space to put this down. Okay. Pop that there for a moment. Right. So we could add, I want this to be titled School Looks a Little Different. Okay. Just to give you an idea. So paper-wise, what we got here? Like this one. He took a bunch of library books out before he left, and he even had to go to the librarian to say, I won't be back in school by the time everything is due, and I don't want to get in trouble for having overdue books. And she did a manual override so that he could check out books and have a due date that would be back after that would be after when he's back. Yeah. Okay, so then we could use this one. I'm liking that one too, the more I sit here and look at it. Georgia says, on your channel you have videos of your collections, but you don't have a Live the Dream on there yet. I did a Live the Dream, but it was live. That's why. What? Hello? Okay, sorry. A lovely little creature decided to join the live stream there for a second. Ooh, Sophia gets extra time because her Chinese student was acing the French. We love that. Okay, so orange here. So if you're just joining now, we've decided, because I'm doing a school themed layout, we decided to pull in some stuff from Book Fair, Simple Stories Book Fair, which we had in an earlier, that's not Simple Stories Book Fair, we had in an earlier collection. And then mix it in with the November stuff. Okay, we got to do some measuring tapes. Preferably with a yellow. Oh, that's right in the middle of the page. Okay, we're going to cut from the middle. I'm going to take this block from the yellow to the yellow to give me the best chance of getting a yellow one in and not covering it up. Now, keep the stickers out as well, but I think that's a start. Maybe keep little scraps. Maybe that one. He definitely doesn't need a hall pass at this kind of school, so we won't include that. Maybe a tag though. This one could also work nicely. I'm cutting out more things than I probably need now. But I've basically taken it down to things that either have a story value in the measuring tapes and the library card stuff, or a color scheme. So I've brought in the oranges to make it as autumnal as possible. And I'm going to keep this visible. Now, I'm thinking maybe this one or this one, because I think they'll look nice with that pattern paper. So I'll do a little poll. Shall we have the cleaner Doodlebug wood grain or the more distressed Vicky fabric texture? Let's see. Let me let you answer while I do my speech. Which aqua background? Doodlebug wood grain or Vicky fabric texture? Okay. All right, so you can pick what you want there while I do my little speech. Hello, my name's Shimelle. I teach online scrapbooking classes, design scrapbooking products, and help you use them to tell your stories in a creative way. It's not just my hobby, it is my job, and that means anytime we scrapbook on the internet, it's considered advertising. And legally, I need to make sure you're aware of that. So thank you for coming to watch my #advertising. I appreciate you being here, whether you are live and chatty, watch from Tomorrowland, quiet, craft, don't craft, thinking about coming back to craft, all of it. You can find a whole bunch of stuff linked in the description box, hopefully in a way that you can find what you're looking for. That includes the classes I teach, the products I've designed, and all the other stuff that I offer, like the supplies that I'll be using in this month's video, but also next month's videos. Because we have a shopping list that you can then shop either from the store, from your local store, if you have one, please go support them, or from the stuff that you already have by choosing similar things to the shopping list that I created. And then you can just follow right along and make layouts with me. This month in November, we have a lot of paper in the kit, but we are mostly focusing on using that paper, which is all quite versatile. Paper is not super themed or anything, mostly solids and textures and a little bit of color. Using that with things that we've collected and have kind of just been sitting in the cupboard, hence why I started pulling out some Simple Stories Book Fair, which we had back in September. So there we go, there we go. All right. If you want to get ready for Christmas scrapping, Ready for December is the class you want right now, and then January Christmas starts on the 1st of December. Or if you want to do some 12 by 12 scrapping, Just Joy, we dive back into Just Joy this week as Ready for December wraps up. And so those are your options. You want a Christmassy option and not Christmassy option. Just Joy is the not Christmas. Cool? Let's go. Now, this live chat thing, is it showing as a timer for you, the super chat goal or something? Do not feel obliged to click on it. I'm just curious what the experience is for you. So super chat and super chat goals is this thing that it has unlocked for me, where basically I can set a goal of like how much people can pledge in, and then I can set a target. Now, the funny thing is, it doesn't have to be a high target. Like, I think I can set the target at like $1. But then I can say, if we raise $1 in the next 30 minutes, I will do XYZ. I'm really curious, what sort of thing would people ever use that with? Sophia says, yes, she can see it at the top. Okay. So like, if I offered some sort of thing like that, what on earth would people be like, yeah, I'll send you $1 if you do this. And don't make it rude. We are a family-friendly channel. I just mean, like, in a scrappy sense, is there something, like, I don't have huge intentions of using this. But if I try all the new gadgets that YouTube unlocks for me, then it unlocks more things. So, that's why I thought I'll go ahead and do it, but I'm not gonna, like, it asks, do you want to set a target of $50 for your first one? I'm like, no. so funny. Okay, so 80% of you said this one. So we're going to go with the Vicky fabric texture. And then I think we got to run something like that around there. Let me cut these small ones. Okay, so it's a timer in the corner. It's not like some giant, flashy, annoying thing, which is good, I think. I'm trying to decide. I think I might like these as a vertical box. So I'm going to go ahead and cut them all. Like maybe do them like this. Yeah. Okay. So then we could bring in, I got enough of the orange. Nikki says it would work for the channels who do dares. It's true. So it doesn't, I knew Sophia would know about it. So it doesn't need to be something crazy. It just gives, when there's a large audience, it gives a way for people to request things and kind of get seen, to say like, oh, I really want this. Like they have it on space channels that we watch during rocket launches. And it will just be that there are so many people in the live chat that the person doing the stream is no way going to see it, because it's one of those live chats. It's just, right? So they offer that, and then you're paying, but then they'll answer your question, right? So the reward is, so you send them, like on there, they're quite big because they're huge channels, way more than I would ever ask. So it'll be like, if you pledge $50, we'll talk to you about this particular thing in rocket science. Yeah? So it's almost like you're pledging toward a lecture or getting revision help, or depending on where you are. I don't think I need that. So yeah, just interesting. Okay, I'm interested. It's interesting to know that it wasn't like huge and obnoxious on your page. It should have disappeared now. Yeah. Georgia says she'll pledge 10 pounds for me to use a cut file. You're amazing. You're so funny. So yeah, I was just curious, but now I have ticked some sort of box with YouTube to be like, yes, I did try it. I did set a goal. I set a very small goal. But yeah, Georgia's got the idea. It is very much like pledge to then have the streamer try the thing they want. Like, so Sophia's saying in, oh, that's cute. Okay, I'd have to investigate that. But I think that, again, is for somebody with a much bigger audience. Because, you know, here, I can see what you say. So I'd be more tempted to just do it. But she's saying some Minecraft streamers use a special little bot that just randomly will then give the streamer certain info. Oh, crumbs. I've taken too much off one. So now they're not even. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit more off. And it randomizes the percentage chance of the streamer building something for you, which is very sweet. Okay, so where do I need to take a tiny bit more off this side. It's so little. Okay, let's try again. Oh, Nikki says the icon didn't go away when the timer went down. Okay. Interesting. Okay, it's still not exactly even, but I'm going to go with that. It's pretty close. Sometimes I get lettering streams recommended to me. And there you pledge, and then you get the lettering person will write your name or whatever it is that you've requested, the word of your choice. Yeah. Sophie says the one I've seen it with the little bot thing is Slack Lizard, who plays on Truly Bedrock and is big within that world, but really not that big at all. Oh, 14,500 subs. So smaller. Yeah, a little smaller, and it still works for them. That's good to know. Okay. I shall investigate. But yeah, in the meantime, by all means, I'm taking requests without charges. I was just curious in what it would do, so I set it on the minimum time and the minimum money. Okay, here we go. So where could we then put all this? If I want, oh, look, if I go that way, the yellow is out straight away. So we gotta go this direction to keep some of the yellow. Okay, I think we need that color. I'm sorry about this. I don't know that it's, one of my blinds broke, and that's where the sun is right now. How annoying. Okay. Oh my goodness, there's this whole side quest going on in the live chat about pickleball, paddleball, what's the other, squash, yeah, not the drink, the game. All like adjacent games that you play with a ball and a paddle of some sort and a net or a wall, depending. I do have a little bit of sunshine, yeah, so I can't really complain. I can just apologize that it's across there. Okay. Let me think about this a little differently. Are we happier already? I think I'm happier already. What do you think? Oh, I also didn't realize that by pulling it out of the sun, I was pulling it out of the shot. That's not helpful. Oh, way out of the shot. Sorry. Okay. Now. I'm looking at it like this. It could go like that. There's no reason that has to be on the horizontal. Okay. So we could go, I mean, not that that gives me a place that it fits, but could do part of it here and part of it there. I think if I want to include that one, I have to cut it up into these pieces. This one I can make work though, somehow. Okay, we can do it, we can do it. Just come over a little bit. As long as I don't lose the yellow entirely, then they have served their purpose. That gives us more room. This needs a mat. Okay. Oh yeah, I've had rulers in my field trip has a ruler paper. We've done rulers. Basically every brand has done rulers. But in this case, it's a yellow measuring tape. Relevant. Right, so what are we gonna mat this with then? There's enough of the green. Oh, or we could go yellow. Okay. Nikki, so this layout is called School Looks a Little Different. And these are all photos from school on his project. Because he's not in normal school while he's there. So I want a page where I can journal about how all that works. Georgia needs us all to know, especially me, that Kelly Bangs has a free s'mores printable on her website. And Georgia also needs me to know that Simple Stories, in the run-through videos, they have credited Kelly for designing Hard Candy Christmas. Yay. More of this, and now print her name on it. Thank you, all of their designers. Print your names on it. Thank you very much. Especially in this day when design is going to be taken over by AI. If you go look at Christmas patterns in stores right now, oh my goodness. Please, if you have time and do like the jokey wandering around something like TK Maxx or Home Goods, pick up anything that has a Christmas pattern this year and decide, was this made by a human designer or was this made by AI? Because they're misspelling Christmas words for a start. Because AI is terrible at drawing text. So where we can do, like, humans learn either by hand to draw something or with computers to draw something where, say, you're drawing a three-dimensional object but in a 2D form, we know how to make the words look like they're going around a mug or a bag or something like that, right? Or they're on a ribbon. AI cannot figure that out. Not yet. And so when it's feeding the information in, it just completely gets the lettering wrong. So you'll go and you'll see patterns, and there's a whole pattern on, it was on a tea towel at TK Maxx, and it's meant to go with like a plate to put cookies out for Santa. But the whole way through, it says cookies and milk. Every single one. The AI could not tell the difference between an M and an N. And so there's a whole tea towel out there of cookies and milk. And I'm like, if you just had a human, that would not have happened. This is what happens when we say, it'll be cheaper. No, it really won't. It'll be stupid. I've already inked that one, haven't I? Yes. Have I inked this one? No. Look, get all opinionated about AI taking design jobs. And then I have to ink things twice. Sunshine. I mean, I could open the curtain entirely and then it wouldn't just be that one spot. We could do that. Nikki says, you think a human would have checked the design minimum. True story. But no. Nikki has been looking at book covers to see if the cover artist is credited anywhere on the book. Good work. Georgia bought a bundle of stamps from Vinted, and one of them is a definite China special. The stamp says, "'Tis the Totson," and "TB to Burser." And your answer's on a postcard for what that might mean, because we got no clue. Yep, I'm with you. I'm with you. Okay, so I think we're gonna do that. Let's pull this and see if it's better just all right. Problem is you still get the post from the middle of the window. So I don't know that that makes it any better. Plus you're gonna get flicker from the leaves. I don't think that makes it better. I think that looks worse. But if I can, oh, I might be able to just do it just the right amount. Okay. The neighbors will think I've got my windows in a really weird way, but I think we fixed it. And I get lots of, I get a nice amount of light. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, Georgia also got a stamp that says documented, as in T-I-D instead of T-E-D. Yeah. Okay, this over here. And I'd like a little border around this So we have, from the kit, this border strip. Let's add that. Leave it, let's punch it, yes? Now, do I want my favorite border punch that I use all the time, or shall I mix it up? If I've got my notebook paper punch, that would be best, wouldn't it? Let's see if I do. I lost it and then I found it, but did I put it somewhere sensible? So it goes in that set. But where did I put it? There it is, there it is, there it is. I put it in the right place. Go me, hashtag organized. Do you like how I was doubting myself there? Everything was where it was supposed to be, but doubt, doubt, doubt. That's what I did. Okay, now what I don't have are these, so we're gonna have some fun. So Sophia's talking about a channel where they do reels showing the not quite English phrasing all over Japanese clothing. I bought some of those when we went to Japan many years ago, and I love it on stationery, like stationery where the English is just close but not quite. One of my sewing things says, is preparing the sewing basket. I love it. I love it so much. Oh, now I'm reading your comments and the thing I was going to go for has totally escaped because I've now got distracted. Because Justine found Shimelle roller stamps on Vinted this month and they're spelt with good English. That's hilarious. I try my best. I'm actually not doing too badly here on lining this up. I'm shocked. Nikki, definitely look at Vinted for craft stuff. Oh, I shouldn't have talked. Okay. Yes, it is all our base that belong to us, but crafts instead of video games. Yes. Da, 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 da. Oh, I remember now where I was going. So my biggest problem with Japanese translations was food. So I have a shellfish allergy, which is not a thing really in Japan. And so we got somebody to write us a little card that said she's allergic to shellfish, not just meaning she doesn't like it, more like she'll die if she eats it. Something along these lines, which was funny. And we used that. But the thing that was funny is the Japanese word for vegetarian is like vegetarian. It's just the beginning word is, or the beginning letter is different when you pronounce it. However, the symbols that they'll use on the menu, it'll say like this is vegetarian, and then you go to get that, and it would mean that that one came with vegetables. Not that it was vegetarian, that it came with vegetables. So it would often, it would come to the table and it would have this gigantic serving of vegetables on the top of the dish and you could see the rice underneath. Amazing. But, you eat through the vegetables and underneath is the meat. And it was always pork. So I got to this point where I'm like, hold on. Are pigs a vegetable in Japan? Felt like that a little bit. Because it was always like, surprise, there's pork at the I did it so many times. You'd think I'd be like, oh, hold on, been here. Nope. So yeah. Oh my goodness, Lindy was in Africa and ordered a chicken calculator. What was the chicken calculator? We need to know. The menu said chicken calculator. What was the chicken calculator? Also, that is so not a complaint about Japan. I'm the wrong one here, okay? I just have a sense of humor about when I'm wrong. So please, don't think, I fully know. I am the one getting it wrong. It's their culture, not mine, and their language, and I don't speak it. I just thought it was funny because I kept getting it wrong in such a silly way. With vegetables does not mean just vegetables. So there we go. Now, I've glued this a little too much. What I wanted to do was ripple this up. Okay, we can do it. Just got to do it a little bit more purposeful. Oh my goodness. I just realized the super chat thing. Somebody said this to me who knows me outside of this and not like they know that I scrapbook, but they know me outside of this. And they once said, you should just take pledges on what song you should break into in any video. Like, today we shall be breaking into songs from this musical, and you have to make it relevant to the page. And I just realized there's a connection there between that and that's better. And the super chat. Oh my. Okay. The chicken calculator was a casserole, and it was good. This is Lindy's memory. All right. So then here. To bring us to the yellow. Oh, Justine did say sing. I totally missed that. Sorry. Oh, how I want this to work. See, if it was just those, I know entirely what I'd do. Oh, I know what I could do here, though. Yes, and that's inside. Okay, I'm on to something. Oh, shout out to the Scrappy community for, oh, can I do, it would need to open sideways, wouldn't it? That way. Sorry, no, not a double page spread. The Scrappy community, do you like how I just shut that down? No. I've only got one of these. No, not having it. The Scrappy community just sitting in there and being like, ding, we support people no matter what they're doing. So the ticket, I guess sales, it's free though. You just have to book. Booking, that's the word I'm looking for. The bookings went open for our choir's Christmas gig. And so they posted on their social media, so I posted it on my stories. And lo and behold, so one of our lovely Scrappy community came to watch our Christmas gig last year because she was here on holiday, which was really lovely. I'm trying to decide. Maybe don't go automatically to the small version. Okay. And Georgia doesn't have the ruler paper from Book Fair. Do you have it from Field Trip, or is that too far back? So she went immediately when she saw my post and left a comment on the choir's post about how much she enjoyed the show last year. And understanding that a fast comment to get in there on social media makes all the difference on whether small accounts get seen or not. And our choir would love to have some posts be seen a little bit more, and things like the show is always a good one. And so I just sat there and went, woohoo! Like, thank you so much, not only for coming last year, but for going in very quickly, adding a comment that you enjoyed it. These things make such a difference in accounts getting seen. So it's really lovely. Right, so inside is stripy. So what I was thinking is I would actually like it to open up. It wouldn't, but it won't be the full size. I'd have to, what I need to do is fold it and then lengthen with another piece. But I think I can make that work. I think I would like that better than it opening sideways. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Ink this edge. Justine says, Vinted is great, especially for old designs, and you can get a bundle deal even better, and you can make offers. Yes, all these things. Also, if you're clearing out stuff that you don't want to use, Vinted is good for selling craft supplies. Even if it just means that we are kind of trading our stuff around, because sometimes I'll sell stuff that I know I'm not going to use, I'm not loving, and then I'll use the money in the balance to buy a product that I know I will use, and that's lovely. Okay, so what I'm thinking is the inside needs to be big enough to hold this. Hey, Claire. She says, happy Friday. It totally means there's no work tomorrow, right? Yeah. Oh, I dropped a little bit of ink on there. I just have to be clever when I'm writing. So if we put an even border on all of those sides, but then we fold it there. And then we add an edge to this, and the photo goes on like that. Yeah. Okay. And then we get bing. Yes. And then also, this gives me a lovely thing because they will have one more trip tomorrow morning, and whatever photos I get from that, I could print and put here. Yeah. And he probably has extras on his phone. Yeah. So, okay, we need to add a little extra something here. So those are the same as these hearts, but you won't really see them, and it would be better to be able to border punch them. So let's use the border punch on this. Add a little bit of that. Nope, nope. Yes, this does mean slashing the page protector. Yeah. Right, so we can take this and ink and ruffle it up. The other side is the same colorway, so that's fine. Now try and decide all the way to the bottom. Yeah, okay. So then, because this is going to be outside the page protector, I want super duper skinny strong tape. So, did I put that back in the drawer? No, that's the wide version. One moment. Oh, it's in front of me. It's in my Christmas box. Okay, so super skinny double-sided tape. And we're going to put it right at the top. Okay. Discussion of how to cut things, like how to cut a page protector. Number one, once this is on here, you put the layout in your page protector and you need either a stylus or a blunt pencil. You then make a line for where you're going to cut, and you have two options. You can cut a whole window. We have three options. You can cut a whole window and just cut this out and there'll be no page protector here. You can cut three sides, and when it's closed, the page protector will be on top, but when you open it up, it will just lift with that, like a little garage door. Why do I say garage door, but I would say garage? I don't know. Then, third option, you cut a line at the top, just a single line, and when you put the page inside, you wiggle this through that spot, and then just the top bit lives on the outside. Now, as far as how you cut it, then you take the layout out after you have made your indentation in the page protector. Okay, use a ruler if that's going to help you do a straight line. Okay, take the layout out and put a piece of throwaway chipboard in. The stuff that comes when you buy pattern paper from the online store and they put it with a bit of card or chipboard at the back to keep it nice and flat in your order. That's what you put in the page protector. Then take your ruler and your cutting implement and go along that line. Now, if you're good with a craft knife, you do it with a craft knife. Oh, I did not mean to get the top of my head in that shot. I just saw it back and I'm really sorry. Right. So then you can use a craft knife and a ruler with the chipboard underneath, or your cutting mat underneath inside the page protector. I am not good with a craft knife. We have established this. So I can control the blade of my scissors better like that than a knife. I know it makes no sense. It's just a case of practice. Yeah. Yeah, so cutting mat or chipboard inside, and then the implement of your choice. Now, if you are terrible with a blade, don't go with the single version, because you can use scissors if you just cut the window, which is like cutting a piece of cardstock. So in that case, the easiest way, if you can only do scissors, is do your trace and you're going to cut the whole thing out. Just cut a little hole in the middle and then cut to your corners and use your scissors to cut the whole gap. Okay? There you go. You're easy. Now, this is going at the bottom here. I don't like cutting this with scissors because it gets sticky. Okay. I'll just use that extra to make the photo nice and strong since it's going on the outside. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm so sorry, so sorry. Okay. So we have that there, this here. This double-sided adhesive is the same as that thick curl from scrapbook.com, just in a really skinny, like 1/4 inch size. Yeah. This is going on here. Claire has been here 5 minutes and given me her cold. How rude. Right. So now we've got this much. I still don't know what I'm going to do to connect this to that. Okay. I'm going to bring the orange back over here. No. I thought about making another column here, but no. Okay. Oh, it's so blocky. Okay. We're going to cut these out so we can use them a little differently. I'm going to start by cutting them out as they are, but I'm also kind of thinking I might need to cut them separately so that I can straighten them out a little bit, because the angles are a little bigger than what I would normally go for. But I'm going to start with them as they're designed, because this layout does need some movement. It is really quite stagnant at the moment. Oh my goodness. Georgia is offering herself up to come clean people's craft rooms in the live chat, and she will even take away your D-stash and donate it for you. It's like Clean with B, but it's craft room with Georgia. And if Georgia hasn't seen Clean with B, now I'm going to be really lost to try and explain, because the starting point will not look the same as Clean with B. But I love Clean with B. She seems so wholesome. So this could go where? Yeah, see, it's too angled. Okay, I tried. It's not going to work. Oh, Georgia does know who I made by Clean with B. Yay! Okay, so don't freak out with something like this where it's going to mean that you don't have full rectangles. We're still going to be able to make it work. It's just a case of where we tuck and where we overlap, okay? He's all good. Okay, and now we need to re-ink everything. See you later, Sophia. Hope school goes well today. All right, those we don't need to re-ink. So we'd put something else in there. These two would be okay. Okay, I think we got something here. Okay. So pop this one here. I know that means I've got a weird little valley there, but I can deal with that. this over the orange just a little bit. Oh my goodness. Georgia arrived at Claire's on Friday and had the Hoover out in the first 5 minutes. Okay. And then tuck this one in here, and we'll add something to get rid of that space. And this one is small enough that we can just do that. And that then brings a reason to build from here. Okay, let's go to that sticker sheet and see what we can put in these gaps then. Here and here and here. So we do have a couple florals. This is orange. Can we put this in here? We need something else as well. Okay, but I do kind of like this here. Just need something there in that space then. Okay. That one there. I've got a giant pile of books actually that could go here instead. Okay, so I have two floral pieces. One's little and one's big. I like things in 3, but use that one all together. Cut this one into 2 pieces, and now I have 3. Yes. Okay. So we're going to do small and then 2 of that one. Right, I got to start inking these because they're going into places. Places, please. Justine has listed a bunch of Project Life stuff and page protectors on Vinted. Okay, and then this little one. Which even the whole thing isn't going to fit anyway. So this one's going to come up to the top. Okay, then this big one, I'm going to put a little bit of it up here. This side. Like that. Most of it is going to go here, I think. That tag is that same artwork, so I think the tag is a no. What's the other side of the tag look like then? That could work. Yay? Okay. Ooh, Claire's Live the Dream bundle is out for delivery. So was the decision that I should do my unboxing as a separate video and not in this? And then I can affiliate link it. Because you're looking out for me. Why are you not staying straight? Thank you. Yay! Kelly found some of my stuff on the giveaway table at a crop and has rescued it. Yay! The Shimelle Supply Rehoming Network. Oh, I didn't ink it. I didn't ink it. I can't have one item on the page that's not inked. That's just weird. Yeah, because they're going to keep the bundle deal as a Black Friday offer as long as there's still some there. They had a good stock of it when it started, so yeah. Okay, then I really want this title to go on here, but I think I need one last piece of paper in here, and then we run the title on top of that. It'd be nice to have this color, which I had here, that, yes? Okay. Oh, that was loud. Just started up the cherry picker again. I'm over the cherry picker. I'm glad that they're fixing our roof though. It's just noisy. Oh, okay. I'm going to tuck this underneath both sides. Like that. Yay! We need to get, well, we do have a triangle of that color. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Does it make me sad that it's being sold at a reduced price or happy it's going to a good home? 100%. I want it to be used. I don't care how much you pay for it. I want it to be used. The worst feeling I have in this entire industry is that I design things that end up in a landfill. It makes me want to curl up in a ball and never craft again. I don't care who has it. I don't care how you get it. Just use it, and I'm happy. Yeah? That's where I am. Yeah. Trade it. Take the stuff that is for you and get rid of the stuff that's not for you. Realize that it's okay to change your mind about something. I've done it. I do it all the time. Go through and go, oh, I thought I was going to like this collection, but I didn't. Or what was I thinking? I must have bought this 5 years ago and I don't like it. I'm not quite sure how I ever did like it. Those are totally acceptable feelings. I just want the stuff I designed to get used, not thrown away. That's it. Easy peasy. I don't care if it's used by toddlers. I don't care if it's used by fine artists and anywhere in between. Okay, title. So what kind of color are we thinking for the letter stickers? There's not as much orange as I thought. So shall we grab orange letter stickers, which were in with this stash when I started here. So I have these. And are there any words in our chipboard word pack that are in my in what I want it to be? Am I? Justine, I don't think I know enough about that subject to make it make sense. So looks or different, they're not going to be in there. Now? Is now in there? No. Okay, well, I tried. Not in there. Okay, we've also got this green that we know works well. Hello, Susan. Okay. Let's see how much room the word different takes up. Okay? And then we go from there. I got no idea. Georgia, were you around in the Hamley Screen Prints days? So Georgia likes smelling freshly ordered paper. So Hambly screen prints actually had vanilla extract in their screen print ink. I can still smell it on my Hambly screen prints. It's wonderful. And also, as a baker, vanilla scents are always my favorite scents. Anything that smells like food. I don't do floral scents. I don't do... I always feel like I don't do grown-up perfumes. I do things that make it smell like cake. I want raspberry vanilla in the spring and the summer. I want pumpkin vanilla in the autumn. I want ginger and cinnamon and vanilla at Christmas. Yeah. Just all my perfumes smell like cake. I was devastated. I need to look. When I went to the adventure to the British Bath and Body Works on Oxford Street and discovered that an 8-hour candle for my Maleficent desk was a price that I could not justify. Yeah, I also was looking at their Christmas stuff because I really love their Christmas vanilla that they've done for years and years and years called Vanilla Bean Noel. They didn't have it. So does that mean it's totally gone? Or did they just not bring it over? I don't know. I need to research. Am I spelling this wrong? Different. No. Okay. It just looks wrong backwards. Oh, yes. I would happily smell like marzipan. Yes. Yes. Lindy said, that's why I like them so much. I'm going to sniff what's left of my OG Hambly screen prints now. Amazing. Yeah. Oh, Georgia said she saw Vanilla Bean Noel. Okay, so they just didn't have it yet. Fabulous. I don't need to have a crisis that my favorite Christmas scent is gone because I need a bottle of lotion or something. Okay. Where's the... Here. Okay. I was worried it would go outside the blue, so we're good. We're good. Okay. School looks... Remember, I can put title on this because my journaling box is actually in here. That was a little jump scare if you came late. Put them. Oh my goodness, Georgia. A 3-wick Vanilla Bean Noel candle and you've never lit it. Girl, you gotta get onto that as soon as you feel Christmassy, or if you want to feel Christmassy. Okay. So I think we do a variety of lettering, yeah? And not just all in orange? Okay. So we could do, have I got enough O's here? Oh, I'm out of K's. No, I'm not. There were more K's down here. Okay, yeah, I can do this. But I might do the word school in thickers. The traditional British wedding cake was the first thing that really threw me when I came over here. I went to a wedding quite quickly after my very first visit to the UK. And one, I was really confused that they give you the cake to take home rather than to eat at the party. I'd never been to a wedding that did that. We always eat cake at the party. But then when I unwrapped the cake, I understood because our cake wouldn't have been as good later because it's sponge. It's not fruitcake. And so fruitcake, has a much longer shelf life. And so, but yeah, it's also just not part of, you don't have to eat it there. Now, at our wedding, we had cupcakes of many kinds and no fruitcake. And it was very much a please eat cupcakes now. All right, thickers. Red? What do we think? Dun, dun, dun. Oh, there's red on top of the pile here, but no S and no C. Not doing that, not doing that. Oh, gold. Gold in little circles. Oh, what just fell? Oh, no, no S's there either. I have used them all. Okay, hold on. Hi, my name is Shimelle. I use a lot of the letter S, even though I don't really just write my name on the page. What other options we got here? Okay, no to those. These are all like spring colors. Oh, this one could work. Or I've got map. Map? Okay, let's look at some options here. Oh, this one was just going to be way too big. I didn't realize it was quite that big. Okay, no, you're not going to fit. Thank you for reminding me you exist, though, because that's quite nice. Okay. These, or I have this same font in wood grain, but I don't know if I'll have enough letters. How much room is this going to take up? Oh, because I can't overlap there. This lifts up. No, I don't think it works, does it? It's hard to read anyway. It needs to be a bolder color. Okay, nice idea. And maps for being far away. But, no, I think that it's too confusing to do that way. I don't think so. Okay. Oh, Nikki says spell it with a K. No, can't do it, can't do it. George is recommending the Home Bargains gingerbread. I don't have a Home Bargains. I have a B&M, but not a Home Bargains. Let's check this drawer. Okay, smaller. So I could do, if I got the right letters in this one. Gold, probably not. S, C, H. Oh my goodness, so close. I only have one O and there's no zeros. I've already done that. Can't Frankenstein it on a tile. Nope, nope, nope. That does not happen. Okay. I've got turquoise glitter. Do you have the right letters? Not all of them. Okay, I need need to go smaller than the ones we just had. So that's okay. S, C, H, no O's. Vowels. Who needs a vowel anyway? What if we go look back at, you know those little alphabets that Paige does? Okay, I think I've got some of those. Sorry. This is the thing where having a kit where we stash dive ends up problematic. Okay, I have found at least part of one of those alphabets. Do I have both sheets or only one? Why would they get separated? Okay, and that part has the C, the H, the 2 O's, and an L. I just need an S. Okay, where's the other side? Or S, C, H, no O's. Vowels! I'm telling you, I'm sorry, this is ridiculous. Nothing has 2 O's. Okay, I'm really tempted to just use that page alpha and then find the S later. Because what on earth? It's got to be there. It's unclear. I'm probably just looking right at it. Okay. Do I have my alpha sticker book from Book of Crayons? Yes. That would be really small though. Do we think it would work? Sophia's kids would approve the spell it however you feel method. Box of crayons letters. No, not in the right color. Okay, we're going to do it this way, and I'm going to find the gold S later. Okay, it's going to be fine. It's going to be And what's the best color we can do from the S's? We've got a turquoise. So for right now, we'll have it with this color, but I intend to replace it with the gold. Okay. Now, right now, what would you do? April's like, why did you not stamp it? Honestly, that's a good question. Literally, they're right here. Georgia is pointing out that Claire has plenty of thickers to share. So do I, really. I just apparently don't have all the letters. Okay. I actually kind of feel like repeating the green over here. We just do now, N-O-W, yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay, let's go back to kit for dots. They're in here somewhere. Here we are. What color shall we have? This one? Okay. Now, also, I don't think I'm quite done with the stickers here, but we're going to confetti this first. So we've got 3 across here. No, not yet, Nikki. I've given you some hints. If you don't get it from the hints, that's it. I can't say the name of it. Sorry, that's not me being precious. It's a contract thing to protect children. That's also why these are really tiny pictures, so that you can't see them. Okay. Gold around there. Okay, let's do some more here with the sticker sheet. What else could we do? But yeah, he starts tomorrow, so that's why no live stream tomorrow. I'm putting the alarm clock on there because you would not believe how late they work, then get up to go to school. He's crazy. And then something tiny. These just feel a bit too big and cartoony. Maybe just phrases instead. Okay. The whole school year, Sophia. So we'll finish just about time for summer. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I will send him all the break legs. All right. Nikki's just not very patient. Okay. Let's do a little bit of contrasting color in these phrases. And we can put in this rise and shine with the clock. So he'll get to now, this is the long block. And then he'll come home and go to school for 2 weeks. And then he'll go back and forth. Sometimes home, sometimes at school. Yeah. All right. And what else we got? This one. No, he's not away the whole time. So, but he has been away for about 2 months. Yeah. So, and come back in, have a little refresher of school, and and just kind of go in alternation. All of them do. Yeah. Okay. Put that one there. Oh, maybe I cut this into separate words. I think I will like that better. But yeah, they get to go to some very interesting places on their school trips, their little outings. So that part is cool. Because it would be weird to travel and then never see outside of your like your venue, wherever you're working. So I'm glad they get to go see the educational things. The thing that's really funny is, you know, this is my Museum Monday boy, right? So before he could read, he would ask me to stand and read out all of the cards of information that will accompany a museum collection. And he's always been obsessed with like reading the whole thing. And once he explained it to me at one age, because I'd gone to chaperone a school trip, a normal school trip with him. See you later, Sophia. And he was annoyed at how quickly his classmates were like wanting to rush through every room and nobody was reading the cards. And he said, it really hurts my heart because number one, I don't get to learn everything that there is to learn if I don't read the cards. And two, somebody's job is to write those cards. And I feel like I'm keeping their purpose alive. And it's almost like I'm shaking hands with the person who curated the exhibit, which is a little bit deep. But yeah, I liked it. So of course, on these trips, they go through the museums a little quicker than his normal pace. So when I go through his phone photos when he comes home, he takes a picture of every card in the museum so that he can read them later. I love this so much. Every card. So then you just scroll through and it's like card, 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 silly picture of one of his friends making a funny face, card, 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 card. I love it. Justine wants to read it all too. Okay, so because I did that there, I want to do one of them here as well. And I did kind of tone on tone, so either yellow or orange there, which does not give me 3 cute words like that, unless I do the terrible pun of the right stuff. Should I do it? I suppose it's okay. We will do a bit of punnage today. Oh, Gemma wants pictures of all the words so you won't forget. I love it. Well done, little miss. Yeah, it is funny to raise a kid who like really wants to see all this stuff. And he used to turn it in. He had one teacher who made them like clock how much they were reading every week. They were supposed to like time it all. And he was like, but there's all this reading that I do that doesn't count in the sit down and read a book, because he'd be like prepping 3 different scripts in a week, and we'd go to a museum and he'd read all the cards. And eventually he got so frustrated that he had me write in and say, no, really, he went to this museum and he spent hours reading everything. And he really did work on the following movie scripts this week. Because yes, that's all reading. Okay, so then I've got a little space to add just a tiny bit of writing there, but hey, big space for writing, and then possibly more photos because there'll be one more trip tomorrow here. Oh, Gemma, same. Gemma says the funny thing about wanting to take a picture of everything so she doesn't forget is that her daughter does not forget. She remembers everything. Yeah, and it'll join up years later. You'll go to say something and you'll think that she doesn't know it yet, and she'll be like, no, I already know that because da 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 da, and she'll basically read out to you one of those photos without you realizing. Yeah, the number of times I have done that. And be like, oh, well, the Earth's core, this is it. And he'll be like, I know how the Earth's core works. We've been going to that museum since I was 2. Oh, yes. Okay. Right. Do we think it maybe needs a little pull tab here that could make it more obvious that you open it up? Like that. All right, this one is going to be upside down if I do it that way because it has text. This one is just a pattern. Yeah. Yes, Justine, I agree. If you've got a reluctant reader, get them reading absolutely anything. Comics, the footy report, the weather, whatever, anime, yes, all of it. Yeah. Just go. Okay, so that's not going to be sticky. We're good. And then I could just, if oh, you know what I'll do? Let's put a little twine on it. The cereal boxes. I do find it annoying that there isn't good reading material on a cereal box these days, or have I just never bought the right cereal? Like, if you buy healthy cereal, do you not get good reading? Because I do remember reading things on the back. Oh yes, word searches are great because it's getting your brain thinking in that right way. Definitely, all these things are so good. That is a little too big. Let's make it smaller. That's better. Okay, so then we want to squeeze this together to get it into one staple. Oh, throwing the stapler across my desk. I'm sorry, Maleficent. Okay. So then this will sit on the outside of the page protector. Da-da-da-da. Yes! Okay, I think that's it for today. Thank you for joining me on a Thursday that was pretending to be a Friday. I'm sorry that you probably have work tomorrow and it's not the weekend just yet. But we're nearly there. Does that count for anything? Okay, if you want to get supplies for next month, or if you would love to get that great deal on Live the Dream, the affiliate link is both in the video description and pinned to the top of the live chat, and the current discount code is Santa for 11% off your order. But please don't forget to go to the coupons page and add all the freebies that you qualify for. Some of us have been getting 5 or 6 lately because they are being very generous with the freebies, so don't miss out. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me. If you wanted to come join a class, it's the best thing you can do to come support all of this stuff, and I hope it's the best thing you can do to get lots of scrapping done. If you want to get ready for December, I have a class called Just That, Ready for December, and that will help you get all of your stuff all like pre-made in a very flexible way so that you have lots of things so you're not forced into an album that has to look identical. You just have a big stack of this and a big stack of that and a big stack, and then you can pick and choose, which is what I'll be doing in December when we live it for real. Yeah, or Just Joy is 12 by 12 scrapbooking of non-Christmas things. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll be live again Monday at 1:30 and maybe with some photos from the weekend. We'll see you then. Bye.